the fox eye lift, buccal fat removal, DIY filler, and a lip lift. TikTok and Instagram made these trends go viral, but they have very real consequences. Let's talk about it. We are living in an epidemic of misinformation, largely, but surgical misinformation is at an all-time high. There has come to a point where people curiously are believing influencers over real professionals. And hopefully this tide will turn, but in the meantime, let's talk about the damage that it can do. And I get it, you see the videos, you trust the influencer, your defenses go down and your curiosity goes up. And then one day you find yourself in the chair asking for this viral trend that you saw on TikTok, not realizing that there are serious consequences that you should make sure to avoid. Let's talk about the four most dangerous trends on TikTok right now. And let's focus on the consequences and the risks that aren't often mentioned in these viral videos. Number one, the fox eye thread lift. So people are asking me even for that kind of cat eye look or fox eye look. And it can be an in-office procedure. It's not one that I as a plastic surgeon perform, and I would venture to guess that most plastic surgeons do not perform this in office. But it is a trend that people are asking for. And so it's this idea that you put surgical threads underneath the skin to lift the skin and give you a more cat eye appearance. It seems like a good lunchtime procedure. Come back with a little cat eye and you look instantly sexier, I guess. I don't really know. But here's the thing. The threads are not just the threads you find at Joann's fabric store. They are barbed suture wire. That means there are tiny hooks that are wrapped around the thread that drag your skin and then pull up in this unnatural direction. What you're not seeing that can happen are things like painful injections. I've seen people have these threads get infected, and so they require IV antibiotics, and then that means an unplanned stay in the hospital. The threads can migrate, they can break, they can actually poke through the skin, they can pucker and dimple the skin, and they do leave significant scar tissue behind, which means that you could develop scar tissue in an area where the skin is normally quite thin, right? And so that can be very noticeable even after your desire to continue with threading is over. Asymmetry is always possible with anything whenever you're doing two sides of anything. And asymmetry with threading is really almost impossible to fix without thinking of surgery. And even at that point, when you're addressing asymmetry because of threads with surgery, you're creating some more asymmetry because one side is surgically treated and the other side is not. And if you decide to do both sides so that you can not further the asymmetry, then you're getting a surgical procedure, all because of this lunchtime quick procedure. Doesn't seem like a good trade-off to me. And you can also see nerve damage when the threads are placed too close to the eye or to the temple. And the biggest part about this is that threads are not permanent. The result doesn't necessarily last months. The result lasts maybe weeks, months if you're lucky. The threads eventually do dissolve, but when they dissolve again, they don't just dissolve magically and nothing is there. They have left behind lots of inflammation and scar tissue that can make the skin texture coarse or uneven. And it can also make it harder for you to consider actual surgical procedures later on when you're thinking about possibly doing an eye lift, a blepharoplasty, a facelift. So I absolutely do not think the fox lift thread trend, say that 3 times fast, is a good one because it can lead to permanent problems for what seems like a very temporary solution. Next up, buccal fat removal. So this trend I think is kind of going away, but I still do get some requests for it. And the idea is that you want to make yourself look a little bit more chiseled and angled, or you want to get rid of chubby cheeks and make yourself look a little bit more grown and sexy. And so this procedure is a surgical procedure. It's relatively straightforward, where the surgeon makes an incision inside your mouth and removes some of the excess fat that you have in your cheeks. And so you walk in feeling like a chipmunk and you leave with these really chiseled Bella Hadid-like cheeks. The problem is that buccal fat is really not the enemy. And that baby face is what you should aspire to have forever now. Because as we age, we actually lose facial volume and facial fat. And so removing buccal fat actually accelerates your perceived aging dramatically. Think about 10 to 15 years down the road. And that's the problem with the trend, is right, it works for the now, but it doesn't work for the future. Think about 10 to 15 years down the road, how you will look if you don't have that facial fat. But if you remove the fat now, you're probably one to also replace it with filler later on. So think about that. Save yourself the trouble, right? Think about 10 to 15-year-old older you and what that person would want, and not just satisfy the person of today. And the risks are not, it's not terribly risky, but the risks are there. Nerve damage is very possible. Right? This salivary duct is right there, and so can be injured if done incorrectly. And again, you can have things like chronic pain, asymmetry, and sagging of the face. The truth is that there are some people for whom this actually would be beneficial, but TikTok makes it look like it's ubiquitous and everyone should get it. And that's how TikTok operates. That's how your algorithm operates. Everyone should have this done or get this because it looks good. But that's not true. So if you really want to consider this, please talk to a board-certified plastic surgeon and ask yourself in this conversation, what will the 10 or 15-year-older version of me think about what I have done now? Will it appreciate it? And the answer is most likely not. Number 3, the lip lift. So again, this is another trend where TikTok makes it look like this should be a thing for everyone. You get a lip lift and you get a lip lift, but the truth is, this is not the case. Especially for younger women, people, the lip lift can leave a pretty noticeable scar that can be just as disconcerting as the original lip length. So what's the idea of the lip lift, just for those who don't know? The idea is that when we are younger, that our lip is actually quite short. Our lip, this measurement here, our lip lengthens as we get older. And so a lip lift actually helps to rejuvenate the lip, rejuvenate the face, and also makes the lip appear bigger because you're bringing more of that vermilion out. So it can be very attractive to people, to women who want to appear like they have bigger lips without these really obnoxious filler injections. But again, it's not for everybody. And the scar, I think, is the biggest reason why it's not for everybody. So really, again, here's another place where you have a conversation with your plastic surgeon about why it might be beneficial for you or why it might not. Again, you can have things like asymmetry, the lip is too high, you have too much gum show. Gum show is when you smile and you see the gums. So you may end up with a gummy smile that you didn't intend for. So these are things that you want to avoid because it's really hard to reverse. So I want to end with the most dangerous one of them all, and that is the DIY filler pen. Hyaluron pens. I'm just learning about this myself. But the idea that you can actually achieve some filler at home. These devices are dangerous, they're illegal, and they're not approved by the FDA. And the FDA has actually gone further to actually warn against them. So these are truly dangerous and should not be undertaken by anybody, really. The pens use a relatively high amount of pressure in order to inject the filler where it needs to go. And there's really very little control over where it goes. It can leave you with lumpy, crooked, and very unpredictable results. It can leave you with severe infections, allergic reactions, and even permanent scarring. Biggest risk is that there are a lot of blood vessels in the face. There are a lot of veins and arteries in the face. The face is very well vascularized. And so blocking a major artery or major vein in the face can lead to really terrible consequences and complications. It can lead to necrosis of the skin or death of the skin of that area where the blood vessel supplies. It can lead to blindness if you're not careful as well, because some of these veins and arteries supply actually the optic nerve. You don't know the anatomy as well as you should, or as well as a person who's actually been to school for over a decade knows the anatomy. They're professionals, and the reason that they're professionals is because they know the anatomy and they study it and they know where not to inject. So doing this at home can very much lead to really bad consequences that you do not want. And do not share them. This is like sharing needles like people would do in the 80s, right? This is how HIV became a huge epidemic, the sharing of needles. So again, you do not want to increase your infectious risk, increase your risk of having a major complication with skin necrosis, blindness, just because you want to avoid med spa. It's not worth it. So here's the biggest question of all, is that why are these trends so viral? And why are people doing them? Why engage with the trend? Well, there is this thing called FOMO, right? The fear of missing out on a trend and being the only one with chubby cheeks, or being the only one that doesn't have a fox eye thread lift. Influencers will show you the highlight reel, and that's true of all Instagram and TikTok, right? You will see a highlight reel of people's lives, and this is very much included in that. You will not see the major downsides unless that influencer or brand or clinic is being very intentional about showing you the entire picture. Don't fall for the hype, in short, because you could be saving yourself from major complications like infections, nerve damage, necrosis, blindness, regret, and other irreversible complications. But it's not just what I think, it's also what you think. Have you had one of these procedures and have a story to share? Please leave your comments and your questions below. Like and subscribe, and as always, love you lots, and bye for now.